Bay for Blood. I thought this was really interesting. I thought it was really fun. I thought the suspense was pretty good. And I really liked the dynamics that they were playing in with James and, you know, obviously his captive, and then also like James and the girl, and just him seeing like how he responds to everybody else obviously is a little unhinged, and clearly like the narrative that he has in his head that everything else is kind of playing into is not great, that like his friends or the people that he values don't necessarily value him. But then seeing and getting a little more of the story and a little more of the story and seeing how everything kind of plays out long term with not only his captive, who for being held captive is fighting against it, but not really. He's still trying to like talk to him and talk him down and stuff like that, even though it's clear it's been days and days and days. And you don't even know how long he's actually, you know, been held there, but apparently he feels like it's justified to be handcuffed to a chair. And I just think it, like, I really enjoyed how they kind of played with the dynamics and how kind of complex they made it, instead of just kind of one-dimensional of, I'm going to do everything I can to escape, I've been captured, whatever. They gave it more of a backstory, they gave it more meat, they gave it more intrigue with having them obviously have this history that you kind of find out through their conversations, and, you know, how everything kind of breaks down. And, you know, obviously he does end up escaping, but not unscathed, and how he was actually like resistant to it at the beginning. I thought all of that was really, really interesting, and I really enjoyed it.
For Blood. This was a very interesting short film. There were plenty of strong ideas here. Sure, the execution is a bit limited, but there is a lot of passion, and the performances, especially, they are excellent. Excellent. The three actors were very good. Especially this guy, the kidnapper, the intense guy. He was amazing. He was so terrifying. I mean, wow. But yes, it was an interesting combination of ideas, especially when it comes to explore how this intense guy feels, why he kidnapped his, let's call him friend, and the way he interacts with the woman. It's very it's very intense. It's very terrifying, and even though you get to understand how uncomfortable the other characters are, the script does a fair job exploring this guy's points of view, why he acts this way, how he sees himself. So it was a very strong piece. I think it was a very psychological thriller, and it's very well done. So I'll totally love to watch another film from these filmmakers. Well done.
The coloring in this film was quite interesting. I wonder if it was done on purpose or was just a happy accident, because the background was almost black and white while all the characters were in color. I don't know if this was done on purpose, but it made it a lot more effective with the storytelling. It made the emotions come across a lot better. It made the intensity come across for what was going on the screen. It was one of the first things that really popped out to me, is that you could notice the colors in this film, that the people were in vibrant color while the background was almost in neutral colors. It was quite interesting. I don't know if it was just a happy accident or if that was purposely planned, but it did make for a lot more suspenseful story. It made it a lot more impactful and memorable as a film.
This film is called Bay for Blood. This was a frightening yet effective short. What set it apart for me were the intense portrayals of the three main performers. They were all so committed to their roles. Their character arcs were very pronounced. I really loved the camera work in this one. It made use of quick moves, circles, and close-ups. The lighting was also so stark and effective. The film was a sad testament to the results of bullying and then of revenge. It's a very important film in that respect. I would love to see more work from this talented group. Well done.